What's going on, everyone? It's Brain with JACOJE Fine Jewelry, your personal jeweler. I'm adding the 7mm rose gold rope chain to the website. A lot of people hit me up for the thicker, the white or rose gold ropes. Slowly trying to add those now. It's a 7mm. So I wanted to take time to kind of just give a mini review on the 5, 6, and 7mm rose gold ropes. Some people are very iffy about rose gold. They're not sure if it's real. They don't know what the deal is. So it's always good to circle back and kind of review and talk and show you guys how these rose gold chains are looking. With that being said, let's get started. And bada boom, the shiniest rope chains in the room. Here we go. This is the 7mm on the left. I was just wearing the 6mm, 5mm. I just wanted to display the thicker size so you guys could see the coloring, overall quality, and links on the chains. These are very beautiful chains. And real quick, I gotta give Taro a very big shout out. Check this custom Redskins pendant I made him. This is actually 3 separate pieces to get this look. The Redskins face is one piece, the gold on the back is a separate piece, and then the bezel he wanted rose gold with rubies set in, that's another piece. So a lot of work goes into that. Pretty much make anything, it's just, you know, more work, more labor, more expensive. You got to pay for it, but I believe this is a very nice piece. Did a great job on it. And I got it on the 5mm. I honestly recommended going a little thinner. This barely fits this, and proportion wise, this is like a $50 size. I would go with like a 4mm max. Speaking of making things, look at all the pamps. Please save your money for Thanksgiving. Trust me, we got a nice 1 ounce. I'm doing a custom pamp there, and all these are just for the 1 grams, 2.5 grams. They're gonna do them all different variants. And I got the thicker the yellow gold ropes just to compare. This is the 8mm. I don't have 8mm yet. Hopefully eventually, but you have the 7 and 6. So I'm gonna break it down right now. I got a few side by side. On the left, the 7mm rose gold, and then the yellow gold, of course, and then the 6mm rose gold and 6mm yellow gold. These are all 14 karat gold. Now, the thing with rose gold, it's beautiful, it's breathtaking, it's refreshing. I'm used to seeing mostly yellow. The thing is, you're buying gold and you're paying a premium for these high quality chains. So it's tough in most people's cases to justify going with something a little different like the rose gold, even though it's just really beautiful. I love it. I love it on the rope chains. I especially love it on the Franco chains. But it's hard when you're saving up and going all in on a thicker size unless you're a super baller and can get both or whatever. So that's the thing with rose golds, and for me to stock rose gold, that is also the issue. That's why yellow gold is usually no problem, because yellow gold sells. That's what people tend to want to buy just to kind of start off. When you get bored or you just really like rose gold, then you start dabbing in on getting some different color changes and go with the rose gold. That's very tempting. Like me, honestly, I'm still getting my yellow gold collection up. And then maybe in a year or two, I'll start adding thicker sizes. But 7mm, it's tough to pull the trigger on a rose gold because that's not my #1 preference. But I do get bored and say, you know what, I need to switch it up and go with some rose gold. It's just tough going with 100+ grams when you can get a classic look as in the yellow. So if you're truly in love with rose gold, then do it. And I have a lot of clients that are, and they love it, and that's just what they stick with. Kind of the same thing with white gold, because these are really good. They're just well made. The coloring on them is very nice. The diamond cuts just really make it shine, disco ball. Overall, great looking chains for being rose gold. And check me out, I got the 8mm 30-inch rope on. It's a classic look. I rarely wear 30 inches in length, but for this outro, it is a nice look. And for some of you guys that like longer chains, here you go. Now, regarding the shine rose gold versus yellow, yellow always wins no matter what chain it is, no matter what width, length. It's just a lighter color allows those diamond cuts in this case to shine a little bit more. I don't think your main factor when buying a chain, because I get a lot of questions, is which one shines the most. There's other things, and for most people it's their first chain or second chain, so I tend to just recommend yellow gold. You just get more, you get a classic look. But if you prefer white gold, My first chain was a white gold chain. I thought I could only wear white gold in life until I started wanting to add that yellow. And now mostly it's yellow. I like the classic look, but I definitely eventually want to get thicker rose gold because I think they're beautiful. I think a rose gold Franco is just jaw-dropping. These ropes, same thing. It's just hard for 100+ grams for me personally to go out and buy a bunch of rose gold chains when I could add a very nice classic look. And I know that's the case for most people as well. I don't think one's cheaper. I don't think one should be worn a certain way. I think they're all equal. Just depends on how you go. I know a lot of people think rose gold should only be worn by women. I don't think that's the case at all. I love them all, but you got to go with that classic look first. Add to it later, kind of just like everything. You start at one thing, baby steps, and you grow into, you know, whatever you're going to. Depends if you're a car collector, whatever it is, you guys get the point. So both great chains. Rose gold is sexy. That's it for today's video, and we'll see you on the next jewelry video.